All right, everybody, we've got everybody joining the line here. We're going to get started in just a moment. Get you all situated here. All right, we're getting started here in just a second. I see you all joining the line. I have hit record from last module's boo-hoo. Hopefully the second time around it'll be even better. I'm going to ask Start Meeting if they have a backup recording there for me. Well. All right. We've got about just a minute until we're right at the top of the hour here. And so just give me a second here. We will get started. I'm also going to make sure I know how to let you guys raise your hand when you want. Okay, this is the section here when we are talking about your 30-day action plan. So I've basically given you everything today that you need in order to get yourself going and hopefully motivated and excited and inspired to go create VIP days. And the last thing I want to do is get you all hot and bothered and then have, tomorrow happen and you not know what you need to be doing to make this an actuality, to get yourself some clients. So in the Facebook group, I'm going to post for you two things. This is your 30-day Cash Magic Bullet Success Plan. It's really short. It's like 2 pages. I want you to print it out, and I'm going to give you this little calendar. We are actually, for those who are doing this class live today, at a perfect time because tomorrow, September 1st. So we have 30 days to spend really getting yourself focused on and committed to what would it take to get a new VIP day client, or hell, why not 5, right? So we'll go through the PDF or the document first, this one that's a 30-day plan. I want you to create a bold money goal for yourself. Yes, it would be nice to get one client. But if we're going to spend 30 days working this, hustling this, making this our sole priority for the month, then how much would you like to make? So at the end of the month, how many VIP days, at what price would you like to sell, right? And so that might be I want 5 at $1,000, I want 2 at $5,000, whatever that might be. Write the big money goal there at the top there. And then from there, you're going to clearly write out the topic that you're going to have your VIP day about, the sexy title that you've crafted for it. You're going to tell me very specifically the problem it solves. And then I'm going to add here, for a specific type of client, because all of you like to have multiple client personality disorder and say, but I work with moms and business women and this kind and that kind, and you forget that it's not about that. It's about right now being solely and intensely focused on getting 5 of these kinds of VIP day clients. Okay, so for Stacy, bringing it back to the very first example, she had a transformation where she helped a mom have a better relationship with her son. Therefore, for the next 30 days, if it feels light, let's have 5 more VIP days on that topic. And then next month, rinse and repeat on a new topic. And then the next month, rinse and repeat for the next. Have fun playing. This is where in Access they'll talk about, the business is an entity. The products you offer are their own entities. So you can ask them what they want to be sold and what they need in order to contribute to you. They're lovers of us, and they want to play, and they want to have fun. It's not just something we're doing to them. Write out the result your clients will get very tangibly. What are the outcomes they're going to get from this? The cost to the client of not solving this problem, okay? So what's going to happen if they don't get this thing fixed? Be very specific. Then if you've got 5, 7, this is for 7 modules, take a couple of these out if you're doing 5, take a lot of them out if you're doing 3, but what are the specific steps the person's going to go through in that VIP day, and what's the benefit of the step? So we're trying to create one document here where everything's just going to be housed really cleanly for you so that you know where else to go from there. And then your VIP day info. You're going to create a little sales page for it, or you're going to create a little flyer for it. That's fine. So you might say the flyer is in this Dropbox drive, or it could be this is the folder that it's stored in. But you're being clear about where those documents are, where that information is, what bonuses you're including. Hopefully you're going to have something that's already created and you don't have to go figure it out. But if you need to go create something, then you're saying, okay, this bonus still needs to be figured out, etc. Okay, then we have 3 payment options. We have a full pay. You have a payment plan, which is your full pay plus 20%. And then you could possibly have a fast action bonus. So fast action bonuses look like the VIP day is $1,000, pay in full, or $1,200 if you need to make 2 payments of $600. And if you commit to the VIP day in full or as a payment plan today, the price I'll knock $200 off, and so it'll only be $800. Okay? And so then it would be $800 for the pay in full, and it would be $1,000 for the payment plan, so it'd be $500 and $500. Okay? Fast action, I don't like to incentivize price by taking fast action. I usually will throw in additional benefits that will support them, but you can do it off price. I don't like doing price because it continues to discount your services, but it is a way to do it. And fast action simply means if somebody's on the line and they need to go think about it, and you offer them this, and it's so enticing that they decide they don't need to think about it and they just take action. It's to take the action now so that they don't have to go think about it. That's the point of that one. Okay. And then you're going to walk through what your launch strategy is. Are you going to do hand invites? Are you going to do email? Are you doing any live speaking coming up? And are you doing any teleseminars? Or are you going to host a webinar? If so, what are the dates and times of all of these things? And start to just kind of list them out. And then we get into the actual calendar for the month. So I gave you a calendar here that you can print out, or you can use your daytime or whatever you've got going on. But I specifically like to have a calendar of my own like this to get myself organized, and then I'll transfer the stuff from here onto my daytimer after I've kind of got it all figured out. So what I did for you guys here, and I need the screen to be just a little bit bigger, so I'm going to go a little bit larger here, is I gave you the entire week to get all your stuff figured out, okay? Tomorrow's Tuesday the 1st. If you can get it together and send out a heads up email tomorrow, awesome, let me know, and I will give you brownie points for making that happen, right? Otherwise, give yourself a couple of hours between now and next Tuesday to have all of this stuff figured out, right? So let's plan on Tuesday the 8th, you sending out an email that says, it's that heads up email. I already gave you the copy of what's on there. You're going to send that email out that that says, heads up, I'm going to give you an invitation on Friday to change your life, da-da-da-da, here it is. And then I want you to also create some social media updates that you can put out there about heads up as well. Now, as you're working through the material on the 1st through the 7th, if there comes to be some sort of problem or aha that you're having in working through this, getting it ready, go ahead and write the status updates out. Post something on Facebook. Tell a story about the client you were working with, and start to build the anticipation that, I'm working on something. I can't talk about it yet, but pay attention on Tuesday the 8th because I'll tell you all about it then. You can start building that conversation now so that people are ready for you on the 8th, okay? And then on the 11th, you would send the actual email invitation. You would do your social media, hey, people, you can apply now. And from the 11th to the 15th, you're promoting it. Hey, I've got this going on. Hey, I'd like you to join. Da-da-da-da-da-da. On the 17th is when you're going to sort those responses back and say, okay, these are my A people and my B people and my C. And you're going to ask the A and B people to schedule. And you're going to keep yourself open for having strategy sessions the week of the 21st. So give yourself 2 or 3 hours every day, or if you're going to do it two of the days a week, give yourself 4 or 5. You'll know on the 17th how many dates you'll have scheduled, how many times you need, how many openings, because you'll know, right? I only got 3 responses, or wow, I got 20, and you got to have 20 slots open. And that should give you enough time to close clients the week of the 21st and have yourself some VIP days in October. How can I get any better than that, right? Now, as you're going through your week, you're adding this on top of what you're already doing, or you're new and you're just kind of getting started. Every day, I check in with the projects I've got going on. So that's why I like for you to have this other document created. I have it written out. I have it printed, just like for this class with you guys here today. So I had this class created on a sheet of paper, and I sit with the class every day, and I check in. I say, okay, business, class, virtual intensive, VIP day intensive, what exactly do people need to hear? Who do I need to be? What energy, what space, what consciousness can my body and I be that will allow me to fill this class with ease? And bring to me all the beings whose bodies are ready to experience this sort of work with me. Let me know where I'm supposed to post on social media. Let the posts I make be visible. Let me know when it's time to create a video. Bring to me all the people that are going to help and support me. And I just say a little prayer. And I believe and trust then that everything's going to be in right order. Everything's going to go out there and work for the good to get that filled. And then throughout the day, whenever I am inspired to go do something or whatnot, I know that it's coming from that place of I've already, and I've got several projects I'm working on, just like you guys do. So you've got several things that you're hoping are coming into alignment to fit together for your good. Okay, so every day I check in with that project and ask, what does it need today in order to fill? And I sit with the project actually at the beginning. So for here, I gave you guys the example of, I keep moving my sheets. I gave you the example of $5,000 was my big money goal. If I was going to stretch you guys and say, let's do 5 people at 5,000, or 5 people at 1,000 would be a first goal. Get used to doing VIP days, get used to charging $1,000, all that. And so with that, I would say, check in with the program every day and say, do you still want 5 in do you still want 5 in this program? Yes, that feels light. No, it feels heavy. Okay, if it feels heavy, do you want 6? It might be that the program wants more. It might be that the program wants less today. I don't judge that. I let that be. And just sit with okay, what would it take? What would it take to have 5 people sign up for a VIP day by the end of the month? Show me what's possible. Show me what I need to do. Bring another resource into my life that will help me to do that. And I stay focused on that goal instead of the question that most of you will want to go to, and that's, why isn't this working? I'm probably not doing this right. This seems like a lot of work. Any thought of lack and disconnection, you have to learn to pivot. So if all I can teach you in the next 30 days is to pivot and to practice pivoting in every moment of every day, you will be tremendously transformed. But having a project like this, what would it take to have 5 people paying $1,000 by the end of the month? And being in play with that. Now, for those of my EYI ladies who are on the phone, it is *6 to raise your hand. If you guys will help remind me of what that feature is there. If you guys have any questions, I'm open for the last 15 minutes here to take questions that you might have about any of the module content we've done so far. If *2 or *6 is not raising your hand, you can hit me up in the Facebook group or on text, and I will open up your line and let you talk or let you ask a question. But I believe Nanette is usually so good at that option. I don't know if she's on right now. Nope. Sharice, you're usually on too. You're usually quiet, though. Do you know the button to get everybody to open up their lines? Web controls, I think that is. Here we go. I can look from here. If you guys want to raise your hand, *2. It's going to be something like *2, *6, something like that. Get your hands raised. Any questions you guys have? There's a lot of you on the line just kind of either not knowing how to get unmuted or not asking questions. If you have questions, you can also put them in the chat there too. There's the ability there to post in the chat. So my suggestion based off of this calendar, take Module 1, go through it again for another 30, 45 minutes tomorrow. Module 2, Wednesday. Module 3, Thursday. Module 4, Friday. The sales conversations you don't really need to work on until you actually have a strategy session booked, right? So you got yourself 4 days here of practicing, getting things in order, getting some sales copy written before you actually need to send that launch email on Tuesday. But what you want to be very clear on, and even then, like you really could send the email tomorrow. If you have any inkling of what you're going to offer, go ahead and send the email tomorrow. Because you don't need to have the VIP day figured out, honestly, until you are on a sales call with somebody. And at the end of that call, they say to you, here's what's going on for me. And even then, if you don't have it all written out, that's fine. Know that you know what you can be offering. And at that moment, because you've been through this, you will be able to come together and say, okay, so now based on what you're telling me and what Mandy says I'm going to do, I feel like a VIP day, a personal one-on-one VIP day is the best way to go. And she says it's supposed to be 5 modules. Here's what we're going to learn. Like, you can pull all that out of your ass. Totally, I believe in you. You can do that. It's very doable. But for those of you who like to be planned out, you think you have to have it figured out before you can go offer it. And the question we're just getting right now, Rich says, this is very helpful, but I am really not ready to do this yet, am I? And the answer is yes, you're ready. Rich is brilliant, masterful. He says this is the top of the funnel. You can go straight to the top of the funnel. There are people on your list who've been on your list who've bought products and who've bought Rich has several textbooks, several books in print. He's got a following in the community of people who like his work. So very much, we'll talk tomorrow in a private session about which angle you want to go, but very easily, Rich, yes, you can go to, I have a feeling this VIP day wants to be birthed. These are the people on my list. If I send this email out to them inquiring whether or not they'd be interested in applying for it, you could send that email out and see if anybody responds to that. And if you hear crickets, okay, that VIP day idea didn't work, and try another one, right? Before you even get down the road of figuring out how the whole day will be, because you could very easily just send out that email, see if anybody's interested, and then based on who responds, go, oh, Joe, yeah, Joe does this. Okay, this kind of day would be good for Joe, and completely customize that VIP day right now around Joe, and what would Joe need in order to feel totally comfortable with paying $1,000 right now, and then do it. Yeah. So the funnel is just for getting people to slow down the sales process, but there are some people who are just ready to go home with you right now if you wanted to. There are clients that are willing to work with you right now. Thank you. You brought up an awesome point for any of you on the line who don't feel like there is not a $1,000 client right now that is ready, waiting for you on Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, in your email list, right? Delete, uncreate, and destroy all of that times a godzillion. Whatever brings that into mind, that's not possible for you. Just let that thought go, because there is absolutely that possibility for each and every single one of you listening to this live and listening to the recording, right? Every one of you has a possibility for a $1,000 client now, please. Can I have a $1,000 client now, please? So my mentor, Glenise, she talks about, can I have the money now? She has this repeating that mantra again and again and again from this playful place. And so why can't we change it to, can I have a $1,000 client now, please? Yes, I'd like a $1,000 client now, please. Why not? What else is possible, right? Good question. Perfect. Okay, so with that, other pieces you need to know. Basically, if you're not going to stick to this calendar schedule I've got right here on the 8th, right, of sending out the heads-up email, then at least for yourself, write out when you're going to go back and listen to a previous module and work on it, okay? If you're give me 90 minutes and let's get all of it done at one time, great. Give yourself another 3 90-minute chunks in the next 2 weeks. Don't just leave what we did today and not get another time on the calendar that you're going to come play with this material. All right, from a productivity standpoint, the way to get more done is to make sure everything is calendared. Everything is calendared. Tony Robbins has on his calendar when he's having sex, when he's having a date night, when he's working out. And you think the man gets a lot done? Absolutely. And that's because it's not being crude. It's just, this is time. I am allocating time for this, or else somebody's going to schedule something else. Something else is going to come up. And if you want to live a life on purpose, you've got to plan your life first and then work everything else into it. And it also might be like, you know what, I'm a busy mom. I only have from this time to work. Therefore, I need to generate, what would it take to generate and get a new VIP day offering out there in the limited time that I've got, okay? And I know you're not all stay-at-home moms, but there's some of you having a life. You want to have a life before 10 in the morning or a life after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, whether that's family, kids, fun, travel, whatever it might be. Work around life first, okay? All right, everybody. That concludes our time today. I'm going to go ahead and let you off now. If you have questions over the course of the next 30 days and beyond, post those in the Facebook group. I will do my best to answer as quickly as possible. If there's any other resources that you need, I'll get those as well. If you're not getting emails from me from Infusion, they come from mandywhitepearl@gmail.com. That is an email address you can use to access me that's not quite so full, that is a good way to reach me. Also, Facebook is a great way to get in connection with me, too. I wish you the best of luck, and I'm going to actually go get the last module recorded again for you. So you'll have that Sales Magic Bullet sales one recorded shortly. All right, everybody. Thanks. Good luck. Bye.